Hello everybody and welcome back to Bring Your Own Popcorn and welcome to another physical media collection video. I'm doing a kind of updated video on one of my older videos. It's actually one of the first videos I ever done on the channel, which was, wow, probably about 2 years ago now. That's scary. It doesn't feel like 2 years that I've been doing this channel, but here we are. I've been wanting to do a kind of update because this part of my collection has seriously grown recently, and that is my Steelbook collection. I absolutely adore Steelbooks. I think it is probably one of the best ranges of physical media out there. I know a lot of collectors don't like them because they easily scratch and stuff, but I absolutely love them. And yeah, I just thought I'd jump on and quickly go through each and every Steelbook that I own. So, without further ado, I've got probably about 50 odd here, so strap in. So the first three items that I'm going to go through are really recent items in the collection, and then the rest are all they're individual steelbooks, and they're in alphabetical order. But the first three items are Titans of Cult release a kind of label of steelbooks, but they come in nicer big boxes. And I won't get into them because they can be a bit fiddly to open up and stuff, but I'll quickly show them. They're really nice. So the first one I have is Blade Runner. Look at that. They are really nice releases. These are extremely new to the collection. I got them literally yesterday. All three off of eBay, pre-owned for good prices, and they just looked amazing. So there's a steelbook in here, and yeah, there's the back and the spine there. Yeah, just really nice releases. I've also got one here for the Goonies. This is probably my favourite cover. Look at that, it's so awesome. And yeah, you open it up and there's the steelbook, and there's always like a badge or something, like a badge, like a pin to go along with it. And there's a spine. And finally, for the Titans of Cult one, we have Halloween. This is the 2018 Halloween. This was the one that I first got off of eBay because I'm such a big Halloween fan. It's one of my favourite franchises of all time. I needed to get this as soon as I saw it. Really nice. I don't know why I'm showing you the back. There's nothing there, and there's a spine. So yeah, I would really recommend if you're into steelbook collecting, and even if you're not into steelbook collecting, these Titans of Cult ones, they come in these nice big boxes, so the steelbook is protected. So I'd really recommend checking these out because they're really nice. Okay, let's get properly into the steelbook collection, starting with the letter A and going all the way through to, I think my last letter is W. So kicking things off, we have Airplane. Yes, picked up this steelbook. I think I actually got it for a birthday present a couple of years ago now. I absolutely love this steelbook. I love the design. There's the back there. And sometimes you get this with these steelbooks. If you open them up, they create like a full landscape image. I really love that. And there's the inside and the spine. As for the movie, absolutely adore Airplane. It is easily one of my favourite comedy films of all time. It's just dad joke after dad joke, but that's what makes it great in my opinion. Yeah, just a fantastic movie and a really cool steelbook. I think I actually got that from Zavi. So I think I asked for it for my birthday or Christmas, and they got it off of Zavi. Next, we have American Sniper. This is a great movie starring Mr. Bradley Cooper. Directed by Clint Eastwood, I believe. Yeah, Clint Eastwood film. There's the front. There's the back. It's a fairly simple steelbook, but I think it's quite effective. Open it up, and you've got your Blu-ray inside. Yeah, as I said, it's a fairly simple steelbook, but it is effective. It does the job. I quite like the back with the sniper scope. I don't like it on steelbooks, and you'll hear me complain about this a lot when there's all this text down the bottom and the back. What's the need for this stuff? I know you get it on the back of a normal Blu-ray, but on a steelbook, you're just kind of ruining the artwork a little bit. So I don't like it when there's a big load of text down there. But other than that, pretty good Steelbook, and it's a great movie. Absolutely fantastic film. Next we have Babylon. Yeah, I've still watched this movie, but I heard it's amazing. It sounds like something that would be right up my street. So I picked up the Steelbook because it came with the 4K and the Blu-ray. A lot of these movies that are coming out now, if you buy the 4K, you're only buying the 4K, which won't work in Blu-ray players, which is a bit annoying, but hey ho. So I picked up Babylon on 4K Steelbook because it came with the 4K and the Blu-ray. So there's the front there, there's the back. I quite like the back. Quite a nice still of white, is that a champagne glass being shattered. There's a spine there. And you've got a lot of discs in this one. You've got the 4K, the Blu-ray, and it looks like a Blu-ray special features there. And if I quickly take this out, I'll give you a look at the background artwork. Just pop these here super quickly. There we go. That is quite a nice background still image of, it looks like Margot Robbie's character being like, kind of like crowd surfing. So yeah, I think this is an absolutely glorious Steelbook. I've just not sat down and watched the movie yet, so I really need to do that, but I'll be doing that very soon. Coming in next, we have Bohemian Rhapsody. Yeah, in terms of Steelbook, I think it's an okay design. I'm not totally in love with it. It's very, very subtle. Even on the back, it's just extremely subtle. I do quite like it though. I kind of go back and forth on this one. Some days I love it, sometimes I hate it. I do like the kind of purple outlining of Freddy. I think that's pretty cool. And there's a spine there. Pop it open and you've got your discs. Now, I thought that these discs were unique for the Steelbook. I really like the design of the discs and how they look like records. And then I bought the 4K for this movie and was quite upset to see that it's the same design on the discs if you buy the standard 4K. So, but there we go. And you've got a still, I think it's all four of them. I took out the disc, you'd see all four of them, but I'm not going to do that. In terms of Bohemian Rhapsody, I think it's a fine movie. I would actually say it's good. I don't love it. Every time I watch it, I seem to pick out something that I like less and less about it. In terms of biopics, it's probably like bang smack in the middle of my ranking if I were to rank biopics. But yeah, it's not a bad movie by any means, just it's a lot of people give it a lot more love than I think it's probably deserved. And I don't get how, if Rami Malek could win Best Actor for Freddy, how come Taron Egerton and Austin Butler didn't? Because both of them were way better than Rami Malek in my opinion. Next we have Captain Phillips. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this Steelbook. If I'm being 100% honest, I just really don't like the design on it. The front is pretty naff. There isn't a lot going on. And the back is also just a random still from the movie, nothing like added to it at all. And there's the spine. And the bit that I hate the most, the inside. The inside is so boring. No disc artwork, and the back is just water. And it's not even a nice like shot of water. It almost looks grainy, which isn't good. But in terms of the movie, it is a truly fantastic film. Tom Hanks gave one of the best performances of his career in this movie. Such a great movie. Coming in next, we have Cars. I think I got this from my friends Sophie and Josh for, it was either my Christmas or my birthday. And it is a really nice Steelbook, to be fair. There's the front. There's the back. And controversially, Cars is one of my favourite Pixar films. I know a lot of people seem to crap on it a little bit. I absolutely love Cars. There's the inside. Yeah, it's a really nice Steelbook. I really love the front in particular. I think that's really cool. And I think that is the original poster design on the back. But yeah, I love the front of this one. And the inside's really nice too, of that kind of shot of Lightning McQueen But yeah, I absolutely love cars, and I'm glad to own this Steelbook for it. Coming in next, we have Chernobyl. Yeah, I bought this. I think I actually got given this for my Christmas as well. Coming up to probably about 3 years ago, and I've still not watched Chernobyl. I know, I really need to watch it. I think I would absolutely love it if I did. I love the design in this Steelbook. I love the kind of neon, kind of radioactive glow from the front. It's really cool. There's the back and the spine. Pop it open. I'll take this little booklet out. You get a booklet with it, just to show you a bit of the inside artwork. And you've got, just drop the booklet on the floor, Jack. Why don't you? You've got your discs and inside artwork there. And yeah, as I said, you get a booklet. I'm not actually sure what's in this booklet. I think it just tells you. It tells you all about the actors and it's like Q&As with the actors and stuff. That's pretty cool. But yeah, I've still not watched Chernobyl. I know it's acclaimed to be the best miniseries of all time. Still not watched it. Really need to. Coming in next is Cliffhanger. Yeah, I bought this off a mate a while ago. I can't remember exactly who it is. I want to say it was my mate Alex Hampton. But if it wasn't, I'm sorry for pinning this on you. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it was you, Alex. I bought this from you a while ago because it was a Steelbook. You were doing it for cheap, I'm pretty sure. Or it might have just actually been like throwing them away, like you didn't even want money for it. And yeah, I've still not watched it. It is actually quite cool. It's a German release, so the back's in German there. Der Action-Klassiker mit Sylvester Stallone ähnlich Ungenkürzt. If there's any Germans watching, you can pick me up on my pronunciation of those words there. And there's the front, yeah, and the back, which is in German, as I said, and there's the spine. And you've got your Blu-ray disc and your background artwork there. I heard they're doing a sequel for this, so I definitely need to watch this before the sequel comes out, so I can go see the sequel in cinemas. I've heard it's really good, to be fair. My dad describes this to me as Rocky on a cliff. Any Stallone film, like over the top, it's Rocky but with arm wrestling. So yeah, I've not seen this yet, but I really need to. And it's a really nice Steelbook. I love when I get I don't have many foreign movie releases, as in like not UK based releases. But I do think it's quite cool when I pick one up that's from another country. They sometimes can cost quite a lot of money. But I got this one. I think it was for free. So I'll say thanks again, Alex, if it was you. Yeah, thanks for this, mate, because yeah, it's quite cool to own a German physical media release. And the best thing about it is the German releases play fine in our players. You can't get American releases because there's something region locked and they don't play in our players, but German releases do. And you can easily change the audio on them. Coming in next, we have The Commuter, starring Mr. Liam Neeson. I actually quite enjoy this movie. It's not great by any means, don't get me wrong, but yeah, I actually quite like this film. And I quite like the Steelbook. The front's fairly simple, but the back, I actually really like that design. I love how it's the heads and the guy running on the train track. I just think it's a cool design. And the spine there. And you've got their Blu-ray and your inside artwork. I don't really like how the Blu-ray has the same artwork as the background. I don't think that's like... If you're going to put one on the Blu-ray, put a different one behind them, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's a decent little film, decent little action movie. It's like non-stop, but on a train. Yeah, it's a decent little movie. And it's a good little Steelbook. Coming in next, we have Creed. Yeah, I absolutely love Creed. It's a great movie. Michael B. Jordan, Sylvester Stallone, and it's got a really nice Steelbook to it. Well, the front's nice. The back has this problem with all the text down the bottom there, which I don't love, but it's still quite a nice still up the top. I quite like that. And there's the spine. Take this little leaflet out. And there's the inside there. I've never actually looked at the background artwork properly. See, that's what I don't like about it, right? So you've got this still, right? Which the best bit about this still is Creed and Rocky standing there. So what do? They put that's where the disc is, and the disc completely covers it. But yeah, it's a decent little steelbook. It's probably my least favourite out of the 3 Creed steelbooks, but still nice. My favourite of the Creed steelbooks, Creed 2. Yeah, I really love this steelbook. I love how it's such a stark comparison from the Creed 1 steelbook. It's like black and white. It's just, I absolutely love it. I love the still they use in the front, and I love the still they use in the back. And I love how it's like the same image almost, but from 2 different angles, one from the front, one from the back. I just love that design. And there's the spine there, and we shall show you the inside here with the 4K and the Blu-ray. And there's your still in the back as well. Yeah, I absolutely love this steelbook. I remember this going for quite cheap in HMV at one point, so if it's still there, I would recommend picking it up. And I recently showed this one, dropped to there. I recently showed this one on the channel, Creed 3. Yeah, I do really like this steelbook. There's the back there, spine, and I love when you open this one out, it's like they're sitting next to each other. It's really cool. And this has probably got the nicest inside out of a lot of them. There we go. You've got this text down here. It is very minimal, but I'm not a fan of it at all. And when we get to my Joker steelbook, you'll see on that the text takes up literally about that much of the back. But yeah, it's a nice steelbook. And as for the films, Creed 3 is my favourite Creed film. Coming in next, we have Doctor Sleep. I'm actually a decent fan of this steelbook. I know it got a lot of slack when it came out. I remember a lot of people hated the design. I quite like it. It's simple. It's very simple actually, but it does the job. There's the front, the back, and you've got that text issue, but it's very minimal in this one. Sorry, there's a spine, and you've got your Blu-ray and your 4K inside. And if I quickly pop these out, you'll see this. Oh, you get 2 Blu-rays. I forgot about that. You get that lovely background still. With this one, you get 2 Blu-rays. I think it's one with the extended cut and one with the director's cut. Sorry, one with the director's cut, one with the theatrical cut, and you get the 4K, which is just the theatrical cut, I think. And if you're going to watch this movie, I would really recommend checking out the director's cut because, in my opinion, it is so much better. Coming in next is another one I haven't seen yet. I got gifted this from my friend Mia last Christmas, I believe, and I've still to watch it. Really sorry about that, Mia. And that is Don't Worry, Darling. Yeah, I know this film got really, really mixed reviews when it released. Harry Styles, Florence Pugh. There's the front. I actually really like the front cover. The front cover is awesome. The back, again, it's alright. It's just a random still from the film, and you've got that text issue again. And the spine. Pop it open, and you've got a fairly decent still inside, kind of close up in Florence Pugh's face, and you've got the discs there. Yeah, as I said, I can't comment on the film, but as a steelbook, I really like it. Next, we have Elvis. This is a steelbook that has, since I've done my unboxing, really dropped in my opinion. I don't hate it. I know this steelbook got a lot of hate when it came out because of its pretty poor design. I still don't hate it, but in my first unboxing of it, I said that I absolutely loved it, and yeah, I've dropped in that. I love this, how it's embossed. I love how you can feel that. It's like sticking out of the metal. It's really cool. As a front cover, I'm not a fan anymore. I used to be quite a fan of it. Just the logo, it's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm not a fan of it anymore. And the back, The text takes up literally that amount of the back. I just measured it, and the still is all right, I guess, but nothing amazing. There's the spine. Pop it open. I do quite like how we've got a red 4K disc, I guess. That's fairly unique, and you've got an alright still of Elvis in there, but as a steelbook, it's dropped in my estimations. Coming in next, we have the Expendables. I remember this steelbook going for about like £3 in HMV. I think that's when I actually picked it up. And yeah, I've seen Expendables once. Can't remember much about it. I was quite young at the time. But I remember it being a fairly decent little action film. There's the back there. And there's the spine. And I know you get quite a lot with this one. I mean, for the price that I picked it up for, it is a great steelbook. In terms of just in general, it's not a great steelbook because you've got no inside artwork there. But you've got a lot of discs, a lot of stuff, and if you can find this for the £3 that I found it for, I'd recommend picking it up. Coming in next is The Game. I really like this steelbook. Again, some people don't like this steelbook I've seen. But yeah, I really like it. I love the clown kind of fading into puzzle pieces. I love that. The big 20th anniversary bit on it, I'm not a big fan of. Like, did you really need to make that big on the steelbook? / you've literally made it bigger than the title of the movie. And I quite like the back. I love that kind of image. I think that's the original poster. And there's a spine. And you've got your Blu-ray, and it's a kind of weird inside artwork there. Kind of cryptic. I guess that fits the movie, actually. As for a film, I absolutely love The Game. It's a really great movie. David Fincher, I believe. Coming in next, we have Ghostbusters. Yeah, I absolutely love the design in this steelbook. Check that out. It is so vibrant, so beautiful. This is what steelbook designs should be like all the time. There's the back. Spine. Pop it open. And you've got a really vibrant inside as well. Yeah, this is what steelbook designs should always be like. This Ghostbusters one is just absolutely beautiful. And I love the movie. Such a great movie. And of course, because I got that one, I needed to get the Ghostbusters 2 matching steelbook there. There's the front. Again, really vibrant. I love how they've went for such a different colour in this one. And again, the inside really nice and vibrant. And there's the spine. I've not seen Ghostbusters 2 in years. I really need to give it a rewatch, but I remember it being a fairly okay sequel. Coming in next, we have The Godfather. I love this little line of steelbooks. I've got all three Godfather movies. I absolutely love this little line. I love the design on the front of that. It is so beautiful. And then you've got a big quote on the back. I'm gonna make him another, can't refuse. That was the worst Marlon Brando impression I think you'll ever hear in your life. There's the spine there. Pop it open. You've got the 4K, you've got the Blu-ray, and you've got a lovely still from the movie in there. I think it actually may be a collage. It is a collage of different stills right there. As for the movie, Godfather's great. I've only seen it once, but yeah, it's a great movie. Everyone that's ever lived has said The Godfather's a great movie, so you don't have to listen to me saying that. Next we have The Godfather Part 2. I haven't seen this one, or Part 3, but I wanted to pick up the steelbooks to give me a bit more, I guess, inspiration to watch them. There's the front, again, beautiful design. You've got the quote on the back which says, "Keep your friends close but your enemies closer." And then you've got the spine there. And then once again you've got kind of a collage of different images and your 2 discs. It's a really nice line of steelbooks, and I remember them going for, I think they were £20 each on Amazon for a while. I don't know if they still are £20 each. Yeah. Next we have The Godfather Coda, The Death of Michael Corleone. There's the front. Again, beautiful design. And the back, a quote which says, "Just when I thought I was out, they pull me back in." And we've got the spine there. And once again, I actually really like the red kind of collage in there. It's really nice. And the 2 discs. Again, I can't comment on the movie, but yeah, really nice steelbook design. Coming in next, we have, this is one of the most random steelbooks that I own, if I'm being 100% honest. The In-Betweeners 2. Yeah, I think it was very cheap on Amazon, and I picked it up one day. Here's the front. It's actually a fairly nice design. There's the back. Here's the spine. And you've got your 2 discs. I think it comes with a DVD and the Blu-ray in this one, which is quite cool. Yeah, I don't think you can get the In-Betweeners 1 on Steelbook. If you could, I would pick it up in a heartbeat to go with this one. Yeah, I just think it's a bit of a random film to have on a Steelbook, but I've got it. Here it is, the infamous Joker Steelbook. I love the front of it. The front of it is a beautiful, beautiful still. And I really like the spine, how it stands like upright instead of being like that. It's actually like upright. That's pretty cool. The back is atrocious. The still's okay. What's all this about? This really annoyed me. I love how, no, I don't love. I hate how shiny it is. That's the first thing that catches your eye, not the still. It's just a horrible mashing of text. I just hate it. And the inside's fairly nice. There's the inside. But I do moan about this steelbook a lot, just because of that big amount of text. As for the movie, I absolutely love the film. Coming in next, we have The Karate Kid. Yeah, my favourite film of all time, if you didn't know that. It is my favourite movie of all time, and I really like the steelbook. I love the front. Front's awesome. My favourite bit's the back. I love how it almost looks painted. Like, it's a really cool, like, little design. And there's a spine there. Honestly, I own so many copies of The Karate Kid. I've got the 4K over there. And then I've got the 4-film collection pack on my actual shelves. And then I've got the steelbook. I love the design on the disc as well. I don't like how there's no background artwork. That's a bit annoying. It's so plain. They could have done a beautiful still, but oh well. It's my favourite movie. I won't complain too much. And I really love the back, as I said. And then I got gifted this by my friend Sophie and Josh once again, I think. The 2010 Karate Kid. As a steelbook, I actually really like this design. The front's awesome. The back is awesome. There's the spine. And I'm pretty sure the inside, yeah, the inside's awesome as well. You've got your 2 discs. I think you've got the DVD and the Blu-ray, and it's a wonderful still that they've picked to put in the inside of this. I just wish it was for a better movie. I absolutely hate the 2010 Karate Kid with a passion. I've actually thought many times about making a hate video on it for this channel, because I could write about this film for for pages and pages, because I actually absolutely hate it. But yeah. It's a really nice steelbook, to be fair. Coming in next is actually the rarest piece that I own in the collection. Because I'm building this up, aren't I? I'm really building this up. It is the only one of its kind. I had this steelbook custom made to my own specifications, because I absolutely adore this film and I really wanted a nice copy of it. Local Hero. Look at that. It is such a beautiful cover. So nice. I think this is the first time I've showed this on this channel as well. And look at the back as well. The back's beautiful. And you've got a beautiful spine as well. And the inside, you get, well, I put in the art cards from the normal Blu-ray. You've got your 2 discs and you've got your still in there as well. And I'll quickly take the discs out so you can see the other side of the still. There we go. It's honestly my favourite steelbook. I'm being biased because I designed it myself, and kind of commissioned it through a guy that I met through a Facebook group. But yeah, absolutely adore this Steelbook. I know this is the cover of the Criterion, by the way. You just can't get the Criterion in the UK. It's only a US release of the Criterion. Coming in next, we have Oldboy. Again, I think this might have been Alex Hampton that gave me this. If I'm wrong, please, if you're watching me, correct me in the comments below or message me. But I genuinely think it might have been you. And there's the front. There's the back. Really nice design on this Steelbook. Spine. Pop it open. What's this? Is this a poster? No, it's just kind of a art card. I won't show the back of that because it's quite disgusting. But there's the front. Yeah, I'm not going to show you the other side. And there's the inside right there. Yeah, really nice design. I've still watched the movie. I've heard the movie's extremely dark, so I'm saving it for a day when I'm in the mood for something probably as dark as it is. But yeah, really nice design in the Steelbook. Coming in next, we have Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I absolutely love the design on this Steelbook. It's absolutely beautiful. Look at the front there. I love the kind of neon glow of the names and the title. It's just absolutely amazing. And you've got the back there. You've got the spine. And pop it open. You've got the inside. Quite a weird choice of a still. It says the 9th film by Quentin Tarantino over the Hollywood side. But it's pretty nice. I quite like it. As for the film, I absolutely love Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Probably more than most people do. It's probably my go-to hangout movie. I just love throwing this film on and spending about 3 hours with these characters. It's just awesome. And I almost feel like every time I rewatch it and revisit it, it's almost like revisiting old friends, which is really nice. Absolutely love that film. Coming in next, we have Parasite. Yeah, I think I got this for my birthday or Christmas. Or I might have picked this one up on... No, I did. I picked this one up on the cheap, I believe. From Zavi. There's the front. There's the back. And there's the inside there. I really like the design of this Steelbook. It's really cool. And yeah, I absolutely love the film. The film's brilliant. Coming in next, Pet Sematary. This is the original I want to say 89, but I may be wrong by that. That I'm actually a massive fan of. I absolutely love the original Pet Sematary. And I love this Steelbook. It's a beautiful design. There's the front. There's the back. There's the spine. I believe this is this Mondo? I think it might be Mondo. Yeah, sorry, there's the spine. Pop it open. And you've got your 4K and your Blu-ray inside with a beautiful still in the back. Yeah, absolutely wonderful Steelbook and probably one of my favourite horror films of all time. I think it just missed out on my top 10 when I did it the other day. I absolutely love this film. Coming in next, we have my second favourite film of all time. When I heard they were releasing this in 4K/4K Steelbook, I just needed to own it. Pulp Fiction. I absolutely love the design on the front of that. Look how cool that is. And the back there, really nice design. Love how vibrant it is. Love how cartoony it is. And there's a spine. Pop it open. You've got your 4K, your Blu-ray, and really nice still in the middle there. And I can't really say anything about Pulp Fiction that hasn't been said about Pulp Fiction. It is absolutely fantastic. Coming in next, we have Rambo First Blood. I think it's actually just called First Blood. I don't think it's called Rambo First Blood. But I love the design of this Steelbook. I love how there's so much going on. I love how his head is like the forest with him. You see up in the corner, he's jumping off, and I love how it transitions into the bridge. It's just a really, really fun design. So's the back. The back's awesome. There's a spine. It does say Rambo First Blood in the spine. I'm pretty sure the film's just called First Blood. And you get your, is it your 4K? Yeah, 4K and Blu-ray with a really cool bit of inside artwork there. As for the film, I'm not a massive fan of it, but I do really like First Blood. Coming in next, we have Reservoir Dogs. Yeah, I unboxed this on the channel, and yeah, it's a really, really cool design. Watch this. Ready? It's a really, really cool design of a steelbook. But I'll show you this first. So there's the front with the sleeve on, the back with the sleeve on, spine, and then you take the sleeve off, and you're left with this, and that's the back and the spine. Pop it open. Really cool disc artwork. I really love the disc artwork on this. And we've got the Blu-ray and the 4K in there. And there is some nice background artwork, which I actually am a fan of. It's like little imprints of all the different colours of the different men. Like Mr. White, Mr. Blonde, Mr. Pink. As for the film, I absolutely adore Reservoir Dogs, and yeah, it's a fantastic steelbook to go along with it. And I think it's my third favourite Tarantino film of them all. It's just a absolutely fantastic film, and one of the best debut films by a director ever. Like, the amount of competence of directing that Tarantino has with his first film is just fantastic. Okay, we've got about 10 left or so. Coming in next, we have Rush. Yeah, not a fan of the steelbook, big fan of the movie. I think I got this for cheap. There's the front there. There's the back. The back's fairly decent. This is just boring on the front. It's just plain boring. There's a spine. You've got some fairly nice disc artwork and background artwork, but on a whole, it is a fairly boring steelbook. That's the best word I could use for boring. This front is just boring. As for a film, it is a great movie. I would really recommend Rush. Coming in next, we have the Shawshank Redemption. Yeah, I got this again for quite cheap on HMV store. I believe it was only $14.99 when I picked it up, and I couldn't believe it was that cheap. But there's the front there, back, and the spine, and you do get a lot inside this one. You get the Blu-ray there, and then I'm pretty sure it's 3 discs of special features, which is just awesome. I've not watched the Shawshank Redemption in years, but it is a fantastic film. Absolutely love it. Coming in next, we have Snatch. Yeah, I absolutely love the design on this. It's absolutely fantastic design in the steelbook. I love the front cover. The back's awesome too. And there's a spine. I'm pretty sure I got this off of eBay for quite cheap. There's no inside artwork. It's just gold, but it fairly suits it actually. And then you've got the disc there. As for a film, Snatch is great. Again, it's one of those ones where I can't really say anything that hasn't been said about Snatch. Yeah, it's a great film. Coming in next, we have Star is Born. Yeah, this is one of the first steelbooks I remember owning. And yeah, it's a fairly nice design. Quite like the front. The back's a little bit boring, but oh well. And you've got the spine there. And for this one, they've saved their text to inside, which I actually prefer. The text is down here. And it's really nice inside. I quite like the inside of this one. As for film, Star is Born is great. Really good movie. Probably my favourite film of 2018. I want to say that. Maybe it might not be if I think about it, but yeah, it's a really great film. Coming in next, we have Team America, World Police, my favourite comedy film of all time. There's the front there. Really cool front. Again, the back, really cool. and the spine. Pop it open, you've got a really nice inside with a kind of collage of images there. And yeah, I absolutely adore Team America World Police. It is a fantastic film. Every time I watch it, I just laugh out loud at it. It is just absolutely hilarious. It's so stupid, but it's actually genius. It is, yeah, I absolutely love it. Next we have the most recent edition. Actually no, discluding the Titans of Cult ones that I got that I showed you at the start. This is the most recent, just plain steelbook that I've got, and that is for Cecil B. DeMille's The Ten Commandments. Yeah, I saw this. I've been wanting to pick this film up because I heard it got a 4K release. I've never seen it. Really want to watch it. And I saw it had a steelbook, and I saw the design, and I was like, wow, I want to pick that up. That looks amazing. So yeah, it's a really nice front and back. There's a spine. Pop it open. You got your 4K, and I'm pretty sure it's a Blu-ray there as well of the film. And then I'm pretty sure it's 2 discs of special features, which is really cool. So yeah, still to watch this one, but yeah, I'll be doing that very soon. I do know it's really long though, so I'll need to save it for a day when I've got time. Next we have Tenet. This is actually one of the first steelbooks I got gifted to me by a friend, and I think it was my friend Mia gifted me this steelbook, and I've still never watched Tenet. I was so hyped for it, and then saw the reviews that it got, and slowly got less hyped for it. There's the front there. There's the back. Again, text, but it's alright. Spine. Pop it open. You've got your 4K, your Blu-ray, and a Blu-ray special features disc. Just turn all them around. Really nice disc artwork, actually. But yeah, I was so hyped for this film when it was coming out, and then sadly it got bad reviews, so it got put towards the bottom of my watch list. But I will still check it out one day. Coming in next, we have Terminator Dark Fate. Yeah, I actually quite enjoy Terminator Dark Fate. I know a lot of people are going to give me hate for that. Please don't. But yeah, I dig Terminator Dark Fate actually. I think it's a fairly good film. And there's the front, there's the back, and it's a really nice design on the steelbook as well. And it makes one big image. The inside is fairly standard, not really much background artwork and disc artwork, but yeah, you get your 4K and your Blu-ray. Yeah, I enjoy Terminator Dark Fate. It's like a 7 out of 10 movie for me. Definitely my favourite Terminator film since 1 and 2. Yeah, good film. Coming in next, we have Top Gun. This is another film that I own so many copies of. I think I've got a 4K copy of it, and a premium collection copy of it, and the Steelbook. I've just owned so many copies of Top Gun. Might even have a copy down there, I'm not entirely sure. But there's the front, there's the back. It's a fairly nice steelbook. Just Blu-ray in this one, but I do own the 4K. It's on the shelves, and it's a really nice background artwork there. And I love Top Gun. Who doesn't love Top Gun? It's such a great film. And to go with that one, we have Top Gun Maverick. I unboxed this on the channel, so I'll go fairly quickly. There's the front, really nice still. And there's the back, really nice still. Got a spine there, and inside, I just love the inside of this. They picked such a good still for the inside. Nice artwork there. And Top Gun Maverick is easily my favourite film of last year. Was it last year? Why am I like losing my head? I don't think it actually was last year. Oh, I'm losing it. It was last year. Oh, I've lost it. It's one of my favourite films in recent years. I do think it was last year. And our last steelbook we have is Wayne's World. Yeah, I absolutely love the design of the steelbook. I love how they know It's one of the most quotable movies of all time. I can name you so many quotes. I go about my normal day just quoting Wayne's World every so often. There's the front there. There's the back. Pop it open, and you've got a nice design inside. So yeah, Wayne's World, one of my favourite comedy films of all time. When I heard it was getting a Steelbook release, I just needed to pick it up. And I just love how it's just covered in quotes from the film. Yeah, it's a great Steelbook. So there we go. We have went through my entire Steelbook collection. I don't actually know how many I've got. I think I've got around 50. Might just be under. But thank you for sticking with me through that one, guys. I really hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have enjoyed the video, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, all that jazz. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.